Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Casey Jones action figure. So this is the first Casey Jones figure I've actually ever owned, so that's really awesome. It's actually the main reason why it got me into buying these figures. I do definitely like the designs from the figures more than the first one, because from the first film, although I like the look, a lot of the stuff on them just weren't painted, and I just didn't really like them all that much. This time around, I definitely feel that the figures of the actual turtles themselves look a lot better. And just to show you those, it's these four on the top that I'm talking to you about. I love the accessories that they come with as well. For the example that, Donnie comes with a little drone, and Mikey's got his skateboard and stuff there. I actually have these four along with Shredder, who I'm actually going to be using as a custom to make a much better Shredder, but I will do a review. I've got a Foot Soldier, and I've also got a Krang on the way as well. Now, I will be doing reviews of everything, but I'm actually going to be doing a custom of every single one of these figures. So they're all light skin green. I'm going to be putting a lot of these kind of green freckles on them and whatnot, and painting up anything that's not painted or painted incorrectly, and just making them look a little bit better. So I'm not going to change any of the detail on the figures, because I think that they do look fantastic. And if these videos do well, and also if I feel like, the customs are going really well and I could do a good job of Bebop and Rocksteady as well, I'll pick those up and see what I can do with those. But for this Casey Jones, let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. So let's start out with how tall this figure is. With the Rotor Blades on right there, let's go ahead and work out the measuring tape. He stands at about 5.5 inches tall, and without the Rotor Blades, which I'll take a closer look at in a second, he stands, I'm getting up here, right there we go. As you can see, it's nice and easy to get him standing. He stands about 5.25 inches tall. If you want to see him compared with the Turtles size-wise, stick around and subscribe, and I'll go ahead and do those reviews coming soon, so you'll see them all next to each other, along with Shredder and Foot Clan and whatnot. The Rotor Blades, they are just molded in this black plastic right here. Not really sure why he's kind of looks like made his own Rotor Blades, unless they've got, like, I don't know, jets in them, or they look better. I don't really know if they are accurate ones that he's going to use in the movie, but this is what we get, and he stands up well on them. As you can see, there's wheels on opposite sides right there and whatnot, so he does stand really well. And they fit on the feet really well. He comes with one hockey stick, which on the box is painted red. In reality, it's not. As you can see, you can hold it with two hands. It is a flexible piece of plastic, so if he's going to hold it in two hands, if you leave it for too long, and if you don't realize that you've got it not perfect, you might, over the years, if it's just stood on a shelf, end up warping it. So just when you put it in his hands, just make sure that you do get it nice and straight, so that it stays nice and straight. If you want to straighten it out, if yours is warped, just whack it in some warm water or use a hairdryer on it, and it should straighten it out. As for the figure itself, he can hold it well in either hand, or with both just fine as well. I would have liked to have seen him come with a baseball bat and then maybe a bag or something that you could actually store the stuff on his back. I think that is one disappointing thing about this figure, that really he should have come with more. It's Casey Jones. He really should have come with a few more bats and whatnot. Now, the mask is awesome, and it actually has some shading on there as well, which does carry on onto the neck, which I think it looks good and also bad at the same time. I think I may be repainting this figure to make it look a bit better, and also make it look kind of worn and whatnot in the jeans and stuff. Maybe make it look like a bit of a darker Casey Jones, having some blood on there and stuff as well, sort of battle damage look. However, he does look very dark as it is. If we take a closer look at those eyes. He looks like a demon. The eyes are a deep black. There's no, that is just so demonic. That is insane looking. The hair also with no shading on there. It's not an accurate color for Stephen Amell's hair, really. It's too dark, so going to be lightening that up. As you can see, paint isn't absolutely perfect, really, on this hood section, but for the most part, the mold does look pretty nice, and the green overruns on this zip as well. So I would like to go ahead and repaint this. So as for the articulation, then the head moves left and right, up and down, and side to side. It's on a pretty decent ball joint. We have a hinge and also rotation at the shoulder, so that's good. Just a hinge at the elbow and then a rotation at the wrist. That allows you to hold the hockey stick right here in 2 hands. However, a rotation at the elbow would massively help with posing. He really, really does need a rotation right there. He has a rotation joint at the waist. The legs can go forward and back a little bit, and if you rotate it, you can bring them up and out to the side. Single jointed knee, and then that is it. So it would have been nice to have some more foot articulation, and if the legs could come up and out further, so that you could get some, better poses of him actually skating. So articulation, I think that if they had improved it a little bit with this figure, it could have been so much better. It could have been a really, really amazing action figure, but as it is, for a basic figure, for a basic price, it's pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. So I picked this up from the arcade toy shop in Dudley. If you're in the local area, go ahead and check them out, and definitely go ahead and pick this figure up. It's absolutely fantastic in terms of this figure compared to the others from the line. However, I must say there are definite rooms for improvement. Like I said, if you want to see it compared to the other turtles, go ahead and subscribe. Those videos will be coming soon. And if you want to check out more pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.